Good afternoon. That breaking news is on the coronavirus. It is now in the Piedmont Triad. State health officials say 2 people in Forsyth County presumptively tested positive for the virus. Health officials say test results on those patients still must be confirmed by the CDC. We've also learned those people were on a cruise where other travelers tested positive. Both are in isolation at home and are doing well. Dr. Christopher Ohl, an infectious disease expert with Wake Forest Baptist Health, updated reporters on the cases just moments ago.
Both of these cases are imported from a known COVID-19 epicenter, and that we do not have sustained community transmission in our area right now, which means that we don't have people coming to me saying, wow, I just tested positive for COVID-19. Wonder how I got that.
Well, more information is expected to be released this afternoon. A briefing is planned with Forsyth County commissioners at 2 o'clock. And then Guilford County's interim health director will also give an update on efforts to contain the virus. And that briefing is expected to happen at 2:30 this afternoon. Right now in North Carolina, there are 12 people who have tested positive, and the governor says there will be more. Health officials say their biggest challenge so far is that they have limited testing capabilities. In addition to the cases in Forsyth County, there is a new case in Johnston County, which is east of Raleigh. A spokeswoman said in general, they are not recommending preemptive school closures in affected areas. They're urging businesses to allow people to work from home, to adopt sick leave policies that accommodate their employees, and to consider staggering start and end times so they limit contact among people.
There will be disappointment. We know that there will be loss of income for people. We know that there will be inconvenience.
The governor says the highest risk people are facing are ages 65 and older and have underlying health conditions. State officials will release more information about the ways to stop the spread of this outbreak later on this afternoon. Breaking news on Wall Street. Stocks are sinking again over this coronavirus concern. Here's where the Dow Jones Industrial Average stands right now. The Dow dropped 1,600 points soon after the opening bell, and that triggered a 15-minute halt to trading. President Trump promised major steps to settle these worries. Also breaking this afternoon, Princess Cruises is suspending its operations amid the coronavirus outbreak. The 60-day suspension begins today and will last through May 10th. The president of Princess Cruises says the company is taking the bold action to reassure investors of its commitment to the well-being of its passengers. Princess Cruises has been hit particularly hard by the COVID-19 pandemic. Dozens of passengers on 2 of its ships tested positive. Breaking news right now out of Washington. The U.S. Capitol is closing to the public until April to combat the spread of the virus. It begins today at 5 p.m. and includes the Capitol and House and Senate office buildings. Lawmakers, aides, journalists, and official visitors will be allowed into those buildings. President Trump has announced all travel from Europe to the United States has been suspended for the next 30 days. The measure is to keep the virus from spreading. Tracy Potts is in Washington with details.
My fellow Americans,
to keep the coronavirus from spreading, President Trump announced a 30-day travel ban from Europe starting tomorrow. The U.S. will not allow foreign nationals to enter the U.S. from 26 European countries. The U.K. is exempt.
These restrictions will be adjusted subject to conditions on the ground. There will be exemptions for Americans who have undergone appropriate screenings.
On the Today Show this morning, Vice President Pence added that Americans returning from Europe should stay home for 2 weeks.
We want to focus on those that are most vulnerable, but we also want to work on ensuring that the coronavirus is not further brought into our country.
Today, a House vote on measures Democrats call family-focused, paid sick leave, free testing, unemployment insurance, and food assistance.
Seniors are going to be hungry. Children are going to be hungry. That's what we're trying to take care of.
We are on the front lines.
In California, nurses complain hospitals are not ready for an influx of patients. More than 100 colleges are sending students home for an extended spring break.
What are you taking with you?
Everything.
Holding classes online, and heeding advice to avoid large crowds, a first in the sports world. March Madness with no fans, and the NBA is suspending the rest of the season after a Utah Jazz player tested positive.
We also now have our first confirmed case of coronavirus right here on Capitol Hill. A staff member for Washington State Senator Maria Cantwell. That office is now being shut down for a week. The staff member is isolated. Co-workers are being tested. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
Tracy, thank you. Virginia health officials say 9 people there have tested positive for the new coronavirus. The state is taking steps to limit the spread of the virus. For most people, the new coronavirus causes only mild or moderate symptoms such as fever and cough. For some, it can cause more severe illness, including pneumonia. New right now at noon, attendance will be limited at the high school state basketball championships. We've received this statement from the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. The commissioner says the decision was not one that was made lightly, and the league recognizes that they need to protect the community from the rising threat of COVID-19. It will be eerily quiet today at the men's ACC tournament in Greensboro. It is closed to fans because of the coronavirus. ACC Commissioner John Swofford called it a, quote, crisis situation. He says he decided to limit access only to essential staff and family members after consulting with local health officials. Swofford says it is the best thing to do in an ever-changing situation with the coronavirus.
We want to provide an opportunity to continue to compete in this tournament for our players. Our understanding and belief is that that is what they would want.
Well, the move is impacting businesses, especially sports merchandise companies that sell during the games or the nearby restaurants, counting on those fans. We're getting a better idea of how this virus works. The new testing results show the coronavirus can live in the air for several hours and multiple days on some surfaces. The virus can spread through the air as well as from touching things contaminated by others. The virus can live up to 24 hours on cardboard and up to 3 days on plastic and stainless steel. For most people, the virus causes only moderate symptoms like fever and cough. The vast majority of overall healthy people recover from the virus.